Rail passengers will be hit by the largest fares hike in 5 years next month. Industry body Rail Delivery Group says ticket prices across Britain will go up by 3.4% on average in January, the sharpest rise since 2013, when fares increased by 3.9%. Passenger watchdog Transport Focus compared the news to a chill wind blowing down platforms as many passengers' incomes are stagnating or falling. The government uses the previous Julie's Retail Prices Index measure of inflation to determine increases in regulated fares, which was 3.6%. The increase represents the biggest hike in 5 years. Getty Images These are around half of all tickets and include season tickets on most commuter routes and some off-peak return tickets on long-distance journeys. Chief Executive Anthony Smith said while substantial, welcome investment in new trains and improved track and signals is continuing, passengers are still seeing the basic promises made by the rail industry broken on too many days. Alex Heyman, from consumer publication Which, said, this price hike will be another blow for passengers, many of whom continue to experience cancellations, delays, overcrowding and poor service from train companies. For passengers to genuinely get value for money, they must be able to find the best ticket for their journey. Cheaper fares must not be hidden and compensation must be paid where it is owed. Virgin East Coast rail workers vote on strike in Row over pay. 1 in 9 trains, 12%, failed to meet the rail industry's punctuality target in the past 12 months, meaning they arrived at their final stops more than 5 minutes late for commuter services or 10 minutes late for long-distance journeys. The Rail, Maritime and Transport RMT Union described the fares announcement as another kick in the teeth for passengers. General Secretary Mick Cash said for public sector workers and many others in our communities who have had their pay and benefits capped or frozen by this government, these fare increases are another twist of the economic knife. The private train companies are laughing all the way to the bank. Fewer than half, 47% of passengers, are satisfied with the value for money of train tickets, according to Transport Focus. Train operating companies set the prices of other tickets but are bound by competition rules. The RDG said, more than 97p in every pound from fares goes back into improving and running the railway. Chief Executive Paul Plummer noted that the government controls increases to almost half of fares while the rest are heavily influenced by the payments train companies make as part of contracts to run franchises. He said alongside investment from the public and private sectors, money from fares is underpinning the Partnership Railways' long-term plan to change and improve. It has been the policy of successive governments to reduce the funding of the railways by taxpayers and increase the relative contribution of passengers. Office of Rail and Road figures published in October showed that £4.2 billion of taxpayers' cash went to the rail industry in 2001,617. Taking inflation into account, this is down almost 13% on the previous year, but more than twice as much as British Rail used to get before the rail network was privatised. The RDG highlighted that private investment in rail reached a record £925 million in 2001,617. Additional reporting by the Press Association.